Today we're learning how to multiply numbers using the standard method. Let's start by figuring out what 43 times 2 equals. We'll begin by writing 43 times 2, with the numbers stacked on top of each other. Then we'll multiply 2 times these 3 ones. 2 times 3 ones gives us 6 ones. Next we'll multiply 2 times these 4 tens. Well, 2 times 4 tens will give us 8 tens. And now that we've multiplied the entire number by 2, we can see our answer is 86. Let's look at another. Let's figure out what 54 times 3 equals. Again, we'll start by stacking the numbers on top of each other. 54 times 3. Then we can begin by multiplying 3 times 4. Well, 3 times 4 equals 12, but we don't want to write 12 like this. Just like if you are doing long addition, if you get a number larger than 10, you should regroup it in the next place value. Now we can move on, multiplying 3 times 5. Now that would give us 15, but we've forgotten about this 1 that we regrouped. If you add in that 1, 15 plus 1 gives you 16. Now that we're done multiplying, we can see our answer that 54 times 3 equals 162. Let's do one of these together. Let's figure out what 74 times 5 equals. We'll begin by writing the numbers as 74 times 5 on top of each other. Then we begin by multiplying the 5 times these 4 ones. What is 5 times 4? 5 times 4 equals 20, but we must remember to regroup it as 2 tens and 0 ones. Next we can multiply this 5 times these 7 tens. What is 5 times 7? Well, 5 times 7 is 35. But what do we need to add to this? Well, we can't forget those 2 tens that we regrouped. 35 plus 2 gives us 37. So the answer to 74 times 5 is 370. Now it's time for you to practice on your own. Use the standard method to figure out what 32 times 3 equals. Well, you'll write the numbers on top of each other. 32 times 3. Then you can start by multiplying this 3 times these 2 ones. 3 times 2 is 6. Next you multiply this 3 by these 3 tens. 3 times 3 is 9. There is no regrouping needed here. 32 times 3 gives us 96. Here's another. Use the standard method to figure out what 47 times 4 equals. Well, you can begin by writing out 47 times 4. Then you start by multiplying 4 times 7 ones. 4 times 7 gives you 28. Which we write by regrouping. Next we have to multiply 4 times this 4. Well, 4 times 4 would be 16, but we have to remember to add in these 2 tens that we regrouped. 16 plus 2 is 18. So 47 times 4 is 188. Here's your last one for today. Use the standard method to figure out what 56 times 3 equals. Well, you can write out 56 times 3 and then start by multiplying 3 times these 6 ones. 3 times 6 gives us 18, which we'll write by regrouping. Next, you can multiply 3 times these 5 tens. 3 times 5 is 15, but we have to remember to add in this 1. 15 plus 1 is 16. So 56 times 3 is 168. From today, remember, you should multiply the bottom number by both digits on top, and then regroup just like you would during long addition.